Okay. I keep having to release storage. Don't worry about it. We're going to get through this. So yeah, we want our children to have fun. We want them to live in the heaven on earth. Okay? Sorry to be bearer of bad news. Nobody's going to the pie in the sky. Yeah, you're not doing that. We're going to create this. The divine said, which I was pretty like, wow, that's crazy. Because I was, there were a lot of questions which are answered in Convos with God. Make it make sense, please. The answer is about life after death. What is it? The purpose of life. Questions that Aristotle asked. Like, we've been just misled, guys. It's okay. God gave me the blueprint of how we will implement this new earth. I was shocked, okay? I'm like, what you mean? What you mean we got to do this? We got to do it. What you mean we have to do it? God said, I didn't do this. You all did this. You're going to fix it. Like, I got faith in y'all. I got faith in you. You're going to do it. It's all right. Yeah. You're going to fix this. We're going to redefine what is not to be now. Like, for example, one of the ones that I really loved was, instead of love and anger, what about love and courage? Spirit said, go look it up. Go look up courage and then look up anger. What is it that you need out of anger in the way that you guys have defined it? What you want to experience is actually courage. Anger is a like a complete opposite of love. Love and courage sounds pretty good, It does. Sounds good. So what is it? I remember one time I was actually at a meeting, and I've been instrumental in legislative change and things in Detroit. And like I share with you often, or I have a couple of times, even Congressman Conyers, valued my opinion, and one day I was walking out of a meeting where I was there on behalf of a friend, John Cromer, who was working on the second chances for those who have had felonies and things of that nature. And I was talking with one of the attorneys who was at this town hall meeting, and he was very adamant that something couldn't be changed when we were talking. And I said to him, first of all, if I want something done, it's going to be done. I don't give a kick. We're going to do it because there's a will, there is a way. I want you to think about that for real. Just think about that. I should do a video on that alone. Where there is a will, there is a way. You just have to figure it out. Divine has helped me figure out many, many things. Right? So I'm talking to this gentleman, and he's like, well, you can't do that. I said, who said you can't? That's not the way we've done it. We've not done it like that. It's, things have been etched in stone. I said, nothing is etched in stone. I said, so you're saying that because of this particular law that was written, we can't change it because that's the way you've been doing it? That's a joke to me. We will change it. There just has to be somebody willing to fight for the change. There has to be somebody willing to put in the petition. Okay? I'm just saying. What are we really talking about? Nothing. Next. Because if there's something that is better suited for the betterment of the people, we're going to get it done. Period. Wait for it. And it's been done. Shout out to John Cromer. Putting a lot of power, a lot of energy and voice behind that. Scrapper's Law has had some changes. I was a part of that. What are you talking about? Make it happen. Look at here. Look at here. There is so much that we have to look forward to. There's going to be groundwork. There are some things that we have to learn. And so as I started off today talking about how important it is for every person to study to show thyself approved, do not fall prey to divination in a derogatory way, because everybody that's doing tarot is not positive. I don't care because they smile. What does it say? Trust no man but to love him. That's some real shit, okay? Trust no man but to love him. Because you don't even know who you're messing with. And if you are not, we'll have another discussion another day on this. The lesson here is to study to show thyself approved and to stay connected, get connected with the divine. Our divine source energy, i.e. God, Heavenly Mother, Father, however you want to call it. Don't allow for old traditional ways of doing things keep you bound and cause you to be left behind. To be left behind again is to not be doing it the divine's way. Divine is guiding you to go someplace. Somebody needs to hear this. The divine is guiding you to go into an area that you have never gone before, that seems very foreign to you. Maybe it's a little too authentic for you, where you can really be yourself, but you're so restricted. You're so restricted and you're so convicted by the indoctrinate and the teachings that you've had. Connect with the divine with the intention of being free, so that you're not left behind, so that your soul doesn't have to say, you know what, I'm out of here. Okay, I can't do this. Souls have options now. There are so many options. People are waking up. People are waking up. So the soul doesn't have to stay in the same revolving door and the revolving cycle like it did the last lifetime. It doesn't have to do that anymore too much, you know? There's options. Don't be left behind, stuck in traditional ways that will get you nowhere, that has gotten us war, that has gotten us pain, that has gotten families broken up. Marriages broken up. People that love each other can't really love each other because they don't know how to be honest with each other. They can't even believe that somebody would actually want them to be honest and true about how they feel. We've created nothing but bondage, a false sense of love, a false sense of love. Especially when we think that God is somebody who is nothing short of shy of a slave master. Do this. If you don't do this, I'm going to give you free will of A or B, but if you do B, I'm killing your ass, okay? I'm going to put you and burn you for life. That's not it. That karma is a mother sucker. And then you mess it, and especially when you mess with one of the 144, that 144, that's a chosen, and I asked God about that. I'm going to keep repeating this because I don't want anybody to feel left out. Just because you're black, just because you're white, Chinese, Oriental, or, Indian, whatever, Hispanic, does not mean that you're chosen. It has nothing to do with race. Okay, we have fought. We understand. We fought for the color. We had to do that. Okay, that's great. But that is not being chosen. Okay, being chosen is following, is an appointment. A chosen person is a person that is a pioneer. That's what the divine told me. I said, what is the difference between being chosen and being called? And the divine said, to be chosen, not everybody is a pioneer. So you have pioneers that have been set in place and are working. Those communities are active, honey. Are active, vibrant, working in position. Many of them. And many of them are, a lot of them are in the spiritual side, i.e., in the tarot side. One of the forms of divination that the divine uses to communicate with us here on this plane. And I was a little girl. I shared this before. When I was a little girl, I loved the little cards my mom used to have. She had these cards. It was so cute. It was this Bible. It was called The Daily Bread, and they had scriptures on them. So before I would go to school or whatever, it was my thing. I would take those cards and I would just, like, what am I going to pick up? And whatever I picked up, I'd take that word with me, and that was my word for the day. And it was so wonderful. Yeah. Y'all tripping. But spiritually, and you have a lot of them. I have a few that the Spirit sent me to that helped me, thank God. Because I didn't know that I didn't see, if you don't know about spiritual warfare on another level, if you don't know about how people are putting these hexes and texes and curses and all of this kind of stuff on you, honey, then you don't know how to war against it. Yes, stay in high vibration, but applied knowledge is power. Study to show thyself approved. And where a man plants his seed, they will grow. That's for somebody, because that just came to me. That's kind of like sidebar. Where you plant your seed, it will grow. Get ready. Get connected. Get in divine position. And don't be left behind. And don't be no fool. Connecting with people, you have to be able to discern someone's spirit. That's why it's so important for you to stay connected, to get in that vortex. Listen to frequency music.